Our submission form will contain 5 different screens. First of them will be personal details, second of them will be interest, third is favorite color, fourth is favorite search engine, and the last one is a thank you message. So if we go to our phpMyAdmin, to our modules table, and click on the insert tab, we're going to create records for every single step. So we start with the step 1.php, then we will have step 2.php, hit enter, so these 2 records have been added now. Then we go for step 3.php, step 4.php, and the last one will be step 5.php. Now if we go to the browse section, you can see all these steps have been added. Let's go to our editor, expand our mode folder, and let's create these files. So step underscore 1.php, then we have another file, step underscore 2.php, step 3.php, step 4.php, and finally step 5.php. We can close all of these files for now, and let's just focus on our form.php. For now, we can actually remove require once header and footer, because this is what's going to be actually included inside of all those steps here. And what we're going to start with is first we need to create a switch statement. Switch, and we're passing the s parameter, which means our form will work the way that after the submission form we'll add another parameter, which is s equal and a value. Let's say 1 for now. Obviously at the moment we only see submission form because we've removed header and footer. We again got back to the situation when we only see the text populated from the pages table. But then we're gonna have, let's say, step 2 and so on. So this is how it's going to work. So if we go back to our editor, and depending on the switch, we need to create, obviously within the switch, we need to create a few cases. So let's say case interest, which will be the second one, then colon, break. Next case will be color, colon, break. Next one will be search engine, colon, break, then case summary, colon and break, and the last one will be simply default screen, which will get our step 1 module. So we will going to create a content equals get mode, and we have to pass the ID, as you may remember, of the module. So if we go back to our phpMyAdmin, the step 1 is module number 3, so get mode 3. Now if we open step 1, and inside of this step 1, if we open the PHP tag obviously, and require once our header and footer, tmp header.php, and then footer, and let's simply echo step 1 just to make sure that we see what we should see. If we go back to our browser, refresh the page, you can see we have the content step 1, because this is the default module which should be displayed whenever the submission form is loaded, submission form page is loaded. Now if we also want to display the content populated from the database from a pages table, then what we need to do, we have to do the continuation, which means dot equal, which means the content which has been sent to the get mode function, content populated from the submission form page, is passed to this module, and after this content we'll simply add whatever we want to add, which is the module step 1, the content of the module step 1. So if we go back now, if we refresh, you can see we can see submission form, which isn't displayed correctly because obviously submission form is now above the header. So there's a very simple way to do it. After get mode 3, we simply have to add our content, and if we now echo our content dot and our message, if we refresh now, you can see we've got our submission form and then the content which we've added to our step 1 module. Obviously we can remove this step 1 from the step 1 module for now, and in the next video we're going to start working with all of these modules, starting with actually step 1, where we're creating the form for submitting the personal details.